Hello YouTube, this is Daybreak748 coming back at you guys with some more SAO goodness. Today we're going to be taking a look at Sinon from SAO Season 2, Gun Gale Online. And yes, I am super excited to be unboxing this one. You don't know how badly I've wanted to unbox her, but I was like, you know what, I'm going to wait until I actually review her so that you guys can see my first impressions of her together. So that's why I kept this in box and it was driving me crazy. So once again, standard packaging from Figma. You have the two-tone box with the lime green, which is awesome, and the black. You have a nice awesome picture of Sinon. On the back you have many different poses you could get Sinon in, and yeah, super excited. And here's another badass picture of Sinon. So there you have it. Box is pretty standard stuff. So let's get Sinon out of package and we'll see what she has to offer. Be right back, guys. Alright guys, and we have Sinon out of package, and I feel like a broken record, especially after I just reviewed the Kirito figure. Wow, good small company, Figma, you guys are doing a fantastic job when it comes to the quality of these figures. I mean, they are just perfect. The sculpting, the likeness to the character, the fun factor, the paint job, everything is just so superbly done. It's not even funny. There's no comparison, guys. I mean, this is the real deal. This is the place you should be investing your money in if you are a figure collector. Now, we're going to do things out of order because I'm just so in awe with this figure. Let's take a look at the figure itself. So as you guys can clearly see, paint job, sculpting, everything is done just immaculately. There's nothing wrong with this figure. I mean, look at those eyes. My God, they look so just alive. I don't know, it just, look at the coloring, it's just amazing. The sculpting of the hair is done so precisely, and you could barely see the seam, which is amazing. Now, when we take a look at these little pieces right here, the metal pieces, they actually look like metal, and just the way the light reflects off of it, it's just superb. The scarf is done perfectly. I love the joints that's hidden up here. The lining is done perfectly. When it comes to our suit, the paint job, beautiful. I love this jacket piece that she has on. I love the pearlescent whites that they used, the forest green, the turquoise that kind of just pops right out right there, the gold that they used for the lower part of her chest and her belt, the black, everything is just perfect. Even this pouch has detailing on it. Damn. Man, I'm just in awe, like I said. Articulation is also very good. The head can look all the way up. Now, yeah, you're gonna get this weird joint here, but it's okay. The way, if you maneuver it around, then you'll be fine. You can also push her head in like that, so that she's looking downward, and her face is kind of covered by her scarf to make it look pretty cute. The arms are on any Figma joint, pretty much. Arms can go out that far. This piece right here does not hinder the articulation because it's a nice rubbery plastic. There's a bicep swivel there. Figma joint at the elbow, full rotation here, in and out, and the arms can obviously fully rotate. The upper diaphragm joint is nicely hidden and because of her jacket, but it could crunch that far down. It can move side to side. She does have a waist swivel right there, so that's quite nice. These pieces right here are connected, but it's loose enough so that you can get the motion. Now, anytime you bend it, it's gonna look a little off, but you can work with it. There is a thigh swivel built in right there at the seam, so that's done just perfectly. The legs, Figma joint, shoes, Figma joints, all the way down like that, and the pivot is there as well. So yeah, guys, she has all the articulation you could possibly ever want. Oh, by the way, real quickly, the scarf is also articulated on these two joints right here, so that's pretty cool. So there you have it, guys. That is Sinon for you. Alright, so real quickly, let's take a look at her accessories. So like any Figma, you get tons of goodies. The first goodie is this little pamphlet. It shows you how to swap out the head, swap out the hands, all that good stuff. You get this nice Figma display base. You get the standard Figma goodie bag, which is right here. You get the rack of hands, which is right here. Now there's two missing because I'm using them for my display. You get a spare wrist joint and another piece for the actual Figma base. Onto her main accessories, you get another head. Now you might be thinking, what the heck is this for? Well, it's for this pose right here. Let me just bring in the box, zoom out. For excuse me, it's for that pose right there. This will allow you to literally bend the head or the neck all the way back so you can have her looking forward, just like that. So if she's laying on the ground, that's pretty awesome. So you get that. You get, I showcased the faces already, or some of the faces, so here you go. You have one that's smiling and looking to your left, or to her right, I should say. This one is the angry face, but both of these, like I said, painting is done just immaculately. Alright, moving on to her sidearm. You get this nice little handheld weapon right here. Looks pretty good, fully sculpted, everything is just perfect. You get the muzzle piece right here, and in order to use it, just line it up and you could just put it on just like that, just like the Kirito figure, same thing. Alright, on to her main accessory. I think this is called a Hekite, or it starts with an H, but man, that is impressive, guys. That is really impressive. And even the scope here, they painted it green to make it look more realistic. I mean, damn, that looks awesome. This is a nice, I don't know what this material is, but it's pliable, and I feel like you have to be kind of careful with that because I think this, if you bend it too much, it can crease, so be careful of that. But look at that. Sculpting on this rifle is fantastic. Now, as you guys can clearly see, I have one of the hands, like I said, it's on it already, so I can get it on her easier. Then you get another piece for this. Now, if you want to lay Sinon down and make her or display her using this rifle, just like you saw on the box right here, they give you options. Now this piece does come off and you can plug in this piece right here, so that's pretty cool. You also get this back piece which you pull off and you put this piece, so it'll help hold the rifle up straight. Now unfortunately, this is not Figma's fault, it's not Good Small Company's fault, it is my fault. I was being very careless and I was like playing around with it, and I actually snapped this peg here. It's right now super glued on, and this piece is, I don't know what's wrong with this piece, but I messed up something. So unfortunately I can't show you that gimmick, but you can do it. Now be very careful because the plastic here, as you guys can clearly see, is very tiny. So I mean, if you look at the size of this rifle and that little piece compared to my hand, it's a really small piece. So be careful. If it's not coming out, use some hot water, because I should have done that but I didn't, and that's how I broke the peg. But it's super glued and you would never know unless you wanted to swap out that piece. But there's that. Alright guys, so there you have it. Give me a sec. I'm going to get her in a pose and we'll wrap things up. So give me a sec guys, be right back. And yeah, we'll finish this off. Alright guys, and we are done with this figure review. As you guys can clearly see, we have Sinon here paired up with Kirito from Gun Gale Online. And I gotta say, they look fantastic together. Man, am I blown away by these two figures. Figma has been just nailing it with these figures, and I'm just in love. These are amazing figures, guys. If you still can get these figures, if you have an opportunity to still get these figures, I highly recommend you do so. If you haven't checked out SAO already, I don't know what you're waiting for, but I highly recommend you do pick up the series and try it. I think you will like it. And yeah, that's that. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe. And until next time, guys, this is Daybreak 748. I'm signing out. Peace out, guys.